welcome back to another video. So today's video is going to be super fun. I was just sitting here going through some of my fall and Halloween coloring books, flipping through some of the pages, and I got really inspired. I was really just looking for something to color, and then I decided to pull out my Prismacolors and put together some fall or Halloween inspired color combinations. So I have a whole list of color combinations, and I decided to turn on the camera, share some of those with you all. So we are going to use this sheet here, which is from my Etsy shop. We have space for 16 different color combinations. If you would like to go ahead and pause the video, go to my Etsy shop and download your own color combination chart so you can follow along with the video, you can surely do that. In this video, I'm going to show you some of my favorite coloring books that are fall themed or Halloween themed. I'm not going to do a full flip through any of them. I'm just going to do a fan flip through so that you can see some of the images. I'm going to show you some of the images that really inspired me. A lot of my inspiration came from the Nice Little Town Halloween book, so I'm going to share some of those with y'all today. If you check the description box down below, you'll find links down there for everything that you see in this video, as well as links to my email list, my Facebook group, my Etsy shop, and my Patreon if you would like to support me there. I also now have channel membership. If you would like to find out more about that, you can click the join button down below the video. So this is the first book that I wanted to share with you because this book has some of the most adorable images in it. This is Nice Little Town Halloween in Witchtown. This is one of my absolute favorite books, and I have not colored in the book, but I have printed out some of the images. I like to print my images out onto my favorite paper. So I'm just going to show you some of the images that are in this book. It's absolutely adorable. This book is just so fun. It's got lots of Halloween themed images in here, cute little witch hats. Look how cute this is, a little witch taking a bath. But this is a super, super cute book and has lots of fun images in it. I love this little witch down here. She looks so scared. It's like the other witch scared her. Who knows? But we've got cute little potion bottles. We've got some crystals. And you should have already seen my video on crystals if you want to know how to color those. This here is the page that really inspired me and made me want to color something. It just has so many different things on here to color. So I just went through the color combinations and I was just asking myself, okay, well, what color would I color this? And what colors would I want to add to this? And you've got little crystals here, a hat. There's just so many different things. The pumpkins down at the bottom. We're going to have lots of color combinations for pumpkins or some of the different things, like if you want to color a witch hat. There's just a little bit of everything on this page. And so it really helped to inspire some of the color combinations I'm going to share with you all today. This book here is Fall Friends by Deborah Muller. This is one of my favorite books. You've probably seen it in some videos previously. I used this book where I tested out a bunch of different pencils in the Amazon printed books, but this book has some adorable images in it, and it is just everything fall. It's got lots of adorable girls in here and acorns. We have cute little adorable birds. She's sitting here feeding the birds. She has her bird feed. We've got some beautiful sunflowers. I'll definitely be sharing some color combinations for sunflowers. I will definitely have some for pumpkins, some for leaves. We've got an adorable little bunny down here. I even have color combinations that you can use on bunnies, but there are just really cute pictures in here. Lots of flowers. Look at this adorable one with the cute little farm truck here. That is just so super cute. I do have some green color combinations to share with you, so we've got plenty for coloring grass. We do have some for coloring something like a sunshine, but there are just some super cute images in here, and it is an adorable book. This one here is more Halloween themed. This one's Little Goth Girls, also by Deborah Muller. And it's just a bunch of little goth girls that you could use your Halloween colors on and bring them to life. But this is a super cute book too. Some of the girls are more creepy looking. Some of them are more sweet looking. But of course we still have the spiders up there. We've got lots of backgrounds in this book. But the one thing about Deborah Muller's books is she's got some really super cool hairstyles. The hair is always different on all the different girls. I love all the different hairstyles she shares with us. us, but this is another really nice one that you can just go through and bring the adorable little goth girls to life. So this one is Deborah Muller's Gothic Charm School. This one is super adorable too. It just has a bunch of gothic girls in it, and these would be a lot of fun to bring to life as well. I love Deborah's girls. I love all the different hairstyles. I love the big eyes, and I love all the clothing, or all the themed clothing on a lot of these girls. She puts a lot of thought into the clothing, and every single book that she releases that is different themes, she really does stick to the themes of the title of the coloring books. And I just absolutely love that about Deborah's books. But that one's another super cute one. This one is 50 Autumn Miniatures. This one is going to be more of your cutesy style. This one is Camellia Angelkova, and like I said, this one's just going to have a bunch of really cute things in it, like pumpkins and cute little spiders, cats, dogs. Some are scenery, some are animals. But if you're into the more cutesy style of artwork, you will really love this book. And you've got lots of background space in this book as well. But this one is just super, super cute. But that was 50 Autumn Miniatures by Camellia Angelkova. And then I have one more here. I didn't want to pull too many out. I just wanted to show you some of the ones that I really, really like, and some of the books that brought me a little bit of inspiration as I was flipping through them. These I always love. This one is by Ava Brown. This is an older one. It's Secret Village Autumn. I think it's from last year. But I love these books because they have all the cute little mice in them. But some of these color combinations were inspired by some of the ones in here because we have a lot of these little pathways with the stone and everything on them. So I definitely have some color combinations to share with you today for that. But this one's going to have a lot of cute little houses. Some are interior, some are outside. Here you've got more little stone pathways. Here's an adorable little scarecrow. I definitely have some colors to share with you today for scarecrows and the little mice. Halfway through these books, you do get the duplicate pages. So that is the end of this one. That was all of the images, but this is a super, super cute book. Again, it's Secret Village Autumn by Ava Brown. So now we're going to get into our color combinations, and I am using Prismacolors. And remember, you'll be able to use these for any of your Halloween or your fall themed pages. So the first color I have is Mineral Orange, and then we are going to add Yellow Ochre, and the last one is Jasmine. But this one would be perfect for pumpkins or even leaves. And I'm trying to get a couple layers down here just so you could see what the colors really look like together. So we have Mineral Orange, Yellow Ochre, and Jasmine. For this next one, I'm going to keep the Jasmine, but I'm going to change up the other colors. So for this one, we have Pumpkin Orange. We definitely can't do a fall or Halloween inspired color combination video without adding in the Pumpkin Orange. This one is going to be a little bit brighter because I'm adding in orange, and this is a really bright, vibrant color. And then I'm going to finish it off with Jasmine. So now I'm just going to add another layer. Look how bright and beautiful that orange is. So this is another great one for a pumpkin. You could even add a brown to this if you wanted to. Remember, all of these color combinations that I'm sharing with you today, I am sharing 3 color combinations, but you can always add other colors to these. If I wanted to come down here and add cream below the jasmine, I can also do that since it is so much lighter. And if I wanted to come above the mineral orange and add a brown, that would be really pretty too. Some suggestions would be something like maybe chocolate, or even light umber would be really pretty with this. For the next one, I have goldenrod, sand, and cream. And cream is one of my absolute favorite highlight colors, but this too would be really pretty if you were coloring a leaf. You could use this one for a pumpkin, maybe just adding one other color to it. You can even use this one to color a sunshine, maybe just swap out the midtone and make it just a little bit brighter, and it would blend really beautifully into the cream as well. The next color combination I have to share with you has some browns in it. So I have dark brown. The next one is one of my favorites, burnt ochre, and the last one is eggshell. And this one right here, you can use on a leaf. You can use it for something like a stone pathway, like I showed you in that one coloring book. If you had a building to color, like in Secret Village Autumn by Ava Brown. I have another brown color combination, and this one's a little bit different. So I have dark umber. This one is a super dark brown. This would be another one that would be great for some of those buildings in that Ava Brown coloring book or the stone pathways. And the colors of this one are dark umber, light umber, and then I have putty beige. I thought the putty beige blended in really nicely as a highlight color for this one. So you're going to notice that a lot of my color combinations I'm sharing with you today are going to be more on the muted side, because that's what I think of when I think of a fall page. But on some of these color combinations up here, I did try to make sure I added some colors that were a little bit brighter. So if I did use the more muted colors, then I did add in something that was a little bit brighter on some of them. This next one is going to be a red color combination with a little bit of orange. So I've got Tuscan red, crimson red, and pale vermilion. So we've got the Tuscan red. Now we're going to add in the crimson red, and this is going to make it pop just a bit. But this color combination here would be really pretty on a leaf as well, or maybe a mushroom in one of those coloring books I was showing you. And it is a little bit different because I didn't do what I generally do and go really super light with the highlight color. But again, like I said earlier, if you want to take any of these color combinations and add on another color, you can surely do that. I just love the contrast between the Tuscan red and then this crimson red. I think it's beautiful. And then adding on this pale vermilion, it's more like a mid-tone, but it's still pretty bright at the same time. If you wanted to add something like light peach onto here, that would be really pretty as well. The next color combination I have is henna, nectar, and seashell pink. These are really pretty together. So there's our henna, and nectar blends beautifully right into it. And then we have the seashell pink. And again, this one is a little bit more muted. I love those colors together, especially for your fall pages. The next color combination I have is green ochre, artichoke, and ginger root. And I do have another green one after this one. Look how pretty those colors are. And they blend together so nicely. This green ochre is going to have a little bit more brown in it. It's like a brownish green. And then I really wanted to use the artichoke because I never use artichoke. This is probably my first and only artichoke Prismacolor, and it is still really long just because I never use that color. And I plan to take some of these color combinations and use them on a coloring page. That's why I sat here for so long trying to put the colors together. I just really wanted to have a list that I could just go to and pull some colors from without having to think about it. Okay, how about another green color combination? Now I have kelp green, celadon green, and gray green light. And this is a really gorgeous color combination. I loved this one when I put it together. Let's come back and lay another layer of this one. I just love how the celadon green and the gray green light look together. Now I have one more green color combination. I have marine green, Kelly green, and pale sage. So that's the marine green. We're going to add on to that one the Kelly green. And then for the highlight color, we're going to add the pale sage, which is one of my favorites. Now we're going to come back and add a second layer just so y'all can see how the colors come together. I think those are so pretty together. Now I have a really beautiful blue color combination that I feel would look really pretty on your fall pages. I have indigo blue, periwinkle, and cloud blue. I thought these were super pretty together. We need to get another layer of this indigo down here. This is a really dark blue, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's so versatile. You can use it with so many different color combinations and not even necessarily just blue color combinations. And I'm using the cloud blue because the cloud blue has a little bit of brightness to it, but it is still a little bit more on the muted side. But that one is super pretty. Now some of the blues, and I'm also going to share a couple purple color combinations. Some of those I felt would be really neat to use on something like a witch if you were coloring a more Halloween themed page. So I wanted to add some of these other colors in here. The next one I have is a purple color combination. We definitely need purples on our fall themed pages, and especially for our Halloween pages. So I've got black grape, dahlia purple, and I put together so many other color combinations aside from what I'm sharing today. I was getting a little carried away, but I wanted to try to put the best ones or some of my favorites in this video. Let's get a second layer down here so we could see how pretty this one is. This one is a little bit brighter, and this would be really great for witches' clothing. Or what about coloring a witch's hair that color? That would be super neat as well. Or maybe if you have a page that has some vegetables in it, like something like an eggplant, this would be super cool for that as well. Okay, I have another purple color combination, and this one's more muted rather than bright. I did this one since it was a little bit brighter. The dahlia purples are really pretty bright color, and then so is the lavender. So I'm doing a bright one and then a more muted tone. So for this one I have black raspberry, black cherry, and then I used grayed lavender. I thought I was coloring a fall themed page. I think it was last year, and they had like eggplants and peppers and different things. Maybe that was romantic country that I'm thinking about. And there was a couple pages in there that I think were fall themed as well. I should have pulled that one out and shared it with y'all. But in those books, they're kind of just thrown in here and there. For this next one, I have chestnut, clay rose, and pink rose. And I thought these were really pretty together too. And these would look beautiful on your fall pages. I thought it would be really pretty with this pink rose added in here to add a little bit of contrast. So now I have two gray color combinations, and these are for some of the books that you saw that had animals in them, like the mice or the cats. And then you can also use these for some of the stone pathways. Now I went with the warm grays, which I feel have a little bit more red in them, and then also the French grays, which have a little bit more brown in them. I thought they would be much better for a fall themed page than the cool grays. So for this one, I have 50% warm gray, 20% warm gray, and 10% warm gray. And then like I said, I also chose a combination for French gray, so I have 70%, 30%, and 10%. And you'll be able to see how these are a little bit different from the warm grays. They just have a little bit of a different undertone. So that is all 16 fall or Halloween inspired color combinations. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you do use any of these color combinations on any of your fall or Halloween coloring pages, I would love to see them. You can share them in my Facebook group and tag me if you want to make sure that I see it. I'm going to take some of these and I'm going to print out a page, most likely from the Little Town Halloween book. I got the most inspiration from that book. I absolutely love that book. But I'm going to try some of these color combinations, and I might take some of them and add a fourth color, either darker or lighter, and you can do the same. You don't always need to stick to 3 colors, but some of them, like this one here, you can add something onto there. Maybe the peach or even the light peach would look really, really pretty on that one. But you could turn a lot of these into 4 color combinations, 5 color combinations, and do whatever you want with them. But we should have plenty of color combinations on here to use for something like witches or pumpkins, or a lot of the stone or the gravel that we saw on some of those coloring pages, even the buildings or some mushrooms. And I even gave you a more muted blue color combination. So you should have plenty here to work with if you decide to create some of your own fall inspired or Halloween inspired color combinations. I would love to see those as well. Everything that you've seen in this video will be in the description box below. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Happy coloring. Bye.